is the shed, and me and my friends are gonna turn it into not just a livable bedroom, but the ultimate man cave. 1,200 miles from home, middle of nowhere, all because I saw a few pictures from a subscriber named Cole.
But this is my room, as you can see.
Obviously, this wasn't a regular house, so I had to check this out in person. Hello, hello.
Hello.
How's it going? So, I heard you live in a shed.
Yes, sir. You want to see?
Yeah, can we check it out?
Yeah, come on.
This is a massive shed. This is by far the biggest shed I've ever been in my life.
Really?
Yeah. So you got, what is that over there? You got a breaker in here for like electricity? Yeah. Dude, this is literally like a tiny home.
Yeah.
You even got a titty lamp. Are you a fan of WWE? I see that you got like a bunch of...
Massive.
Yeah.
As you can see, I got 4 plaques over here, then I got 2 or 3 over there.
You got a belt on your bed.
Yeah.
You got a whole setup here?
Yeah, that's where I do all my music and stuff.
What's this? What is this?
That'd be my roommate's sauce.
Special sauce.
Yeah, well.
What do you like about your shed? What do you not like about it?
The plywood is such an eyesore.
It makes it look like a shed. It looks homey.
It does, but when you roll over in the middle of the night and get splinters as soon as you roll over.
Oh, you get splitters?
Not very fun. Same with the floor.
Really?
You walk in here with no shoes, it's that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we were planning for this video, Gobi reached out and they challenged us to make a sports fans room. And since Cole's obsessed with WWE, we wanted to design the room to feel like a literal wrestling arena.
That is really sick. That looks like a music studio.
And we're gonna do all of this in just a week.
There's no way we're doing all that in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
And that's because we're gonna send Cole on a trip to fulfill a childhood dream. But he doesn't know that yet. Alrighty, Cole. Your room's emptied out, which means only one thing. You gotta get out of here and come back when it's finally done.
Alright, I'm
Alrighty. See you later. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is get rid of this plywood here. It just looks absolutely horrible and it doesn't look like a room. Normally you would want to do drywall, but it would just cost a lot of money and time to do. So instead, I'm gonna try to install wallpaper. Because of the rough plywood, the wallpaper wouldn't stick. So I decided to paint the walls first, but then I realized my spray gun was missing its nozzle. Yeah, that's not gonna work well, so I had to drive to Home Depot. But the thing is, the nearest city is an hour away, which means each time we need to buy something, it's a 2-hour drive back and forth. And while I was away, Albert started making holes for the recessed lights.
Okay, this is not cutting. Nope. I got in the hole. I'm happy.
The first day was fairly short. When I got back, I primed the walls, and that was about it. Not great considering I gave myself 7 days to do something ridiculous. It's okay if you do extra there. Albert, what do you think?
Pretty nice, yeah, I like it.
It changes the look, huh? At the start of day 2, we laid the wallpaper, and just before we could finish, I got a call about something I ordered. So we got the furniture delivery here. We're literally in the middle of the road, in the middle of nowhere. We're about a mile away from Cole's house. We have to off-road to get to his house and somehow bring all this. Oh, bro. I think this is the only thing we could take.
Unfortunately. What a good delivery spot. They got the wrong address. Come on, man.
What's happening right now?
Just a 30-minute walk to the house. We could carry that.
We're not carrying it, bro.
I know.
We're not carrying it.
It was satire.
I mean...
It's sarcastic.
We ended up not carrying everything ourselves, but when we got back to the shed, we noticed something that was not ideal.
Wait, what's going on?
The wallpaper's not sticking.
Oh, shit.
I thought by priming the wood that the wallpaper would just stick, but it's just peeling off. Like overnight, it just peeled off.
Is it everywhere or just this spot? Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
I thought it was just gonna stick. It's not sticky.
We primed it.
We're learning. Good thing I brought some backup glue. Driving 2 hours to the nearest store would have wasted the whole day, which meant Albert could finish the wallpaper while I started on the black wall panel slats in the middle and Gage did the accent walls on the side.
Whoa, these absorb sound?
Yes, Gage. And that's because Cole is actually a self-taught music artist. Yeah, and he's actually pretty good too. So this shed needs to be a music studio as much as it is a WWE watching shed. Is that what we're calling it? I don't know. It is literally nighttime right now. We have the truck lighting us up right there, but it still looks like a shed. Like we haven't finished covering all the walls and everything, but You can start seeing it. We're starting to get hopeful because it's starting to look like an actual room. Now, while we were working super long days, Cole was sleeping on his parents' couch, which isn't the best. But luckily for the rest of the renovation, I planned on flying out Cole and a friend to the biggest WWE event of the year. You see, as we were working on this video, the 41st annual WrestleMania was happening back in Vegas. So while we worked on the shed, Cole would be far away, experiencing one of his biggest dreams. What's up? How's it going?
What's going on?
So, since we're working on the shed, I know you might miss like WrestleMania and all. And so that's why I wanted to invite you and a friend out to Vegas for WrestleMania.
Holy shit, you're joking?
No, I'm not.
Ooh.
I just feel bad because you're such a big fan of WWE.
Dude, that's can I give you a hug, please?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Holy shit. Oh, that's awesome.
Get the Vegas,
Can I
bro.
say something to the camera real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
He is the GOAT, bro. Go sub to Frenchie Fries, bro.
The only thing I ask of you is if you could vlog your experience.
Oh, 100%.
And just like have fun.
100%.
And then when you get back, we show you the room.
Deal.
Yeah?
That'd be awesome.
That's our deadline. You get back from WrestleMania and then you get a new room. Cole's flight was leaving tomorrow, and that kicked off the 4-day countdown until the reveal. Okay, so now that all the walls are coming together, I want to install some lights. I got these Govia recess lights just because we could tap into the existing electrical and have like actual lighting like inside a bedroom. Now, to be fair, the room already had a light before, but what I'm planning to do with this room is completely different. It works. Dude, this is looking like an actual room now. We got recess lights here, recess lights here. And best of all, we could even change the colors on them. Yeah.
That's the first set of lights. We still have a long way to go. But this makes a hell of a difference.
After installing the lights, we picked up where we left off yesterday. But of course, we ended up running out of soundproof panels. Dude, this is starting to look like an actual room. We have freaking accent walls, wallpaper, the slab panels all over the place here. We are waiting for some foam panels to cover up the last pieces of plywood and some extra panels over there. But other than that, the only thing we really need to make this feel like a room is an actual floor. So I'm gonna start installing these floors right here. Alrighty. Here goes nothing. Installing the floors was the last thing standing between us and the furniture. But after that many long days, we were definitely starting to lose it.
I almost want to automatically take my shoes off before I walk in. That just happened. That just naturally happened.
Boom! Boom! Dude, look at the floors. Like, look at this.
Bro.
Okay, can you do this? Whoa!
Oh, shit.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, not my ass! You see me? You're seeing me doing some weird stuff right now. It's too late. It's so nice now. Like this looks like a proper bedroom, and it only took us like 3 hours for me and Albert to do. Like we just completely locked in. It's crazy. I don't know. I feel good about this, but as every day goes past, I feel more and more stressed about if we could get this done on time. I can barely talk right now. We're just pulling super long 12+ hour days, having to commute 2 hours each day, but it's fun. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm getting to see a new side of the US I've never seen before. So hopefully we do something cool.
These hotel workers are gonna go crazy. Every time we walk down, we have some crazy shit in our hands.
Yeah, I know.
With Cole on his way to Vegas, we now only have 3 more days to make this place unforgettable. Okay, so a big thing we want to do inside this room is a Jumbotron right here. We did it in the render, it's super cool, and Cole even mentioned that he wanted to do one himself. Albert right here is going to figure out how to build one.
And the real deal is I was supposed to do the Jumbotron before coming in Oklahoma.
Yeah. And we didn't have enough time, so
we got busy.
The good thing is we have like instructions for how to build it DIY, but we've never done it before.
Man. If I could just lay here and it was getting done by itself, that would feel awesome. Alrighty. Well, step 1, the base.
While Albert tackled the Jumbotron, I focused on the finishing details, like the baseboards and more foam panels, including Gage, who started on IKEA furniture. We all had to work together to try to get this done on time, until Albert ran into a problem.
I got screws before coming here, and clearly I lost quite a bit of them. This is all I have left. I had like way more of these.
Yeah, we packed so many things that I guess things got lost during travel, but this is where Albert's working right now. He's like working on the Jumbotron, and he has literally a 12-pack of Red Bulls and oh my gosh, bro.
You want that Jumbotron done?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah?
Then you don't judge my ways. You
okay.
just trust the process.
Where's the Jumbotron at, bro? It's already nighttime.
There's a little bit here, there's a little bit there, there's a little bit here.
Dude, it looks like you didn't do anything.
Pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie.
I guess it was at this point we started to stress a bit with the deadline. The days were flying by and we ran into multiple problems with the Jumbotron. Gage installed the IKEA drawers backwards. In other words, things were just going wrong. But while we were trying to figure things out, Cole confirmed something we weren't sure about. His love for Pokemon.
Not gonna lie, came to Vegas, there's one thing I'm hunting. That's an ETB. I need a Pokemon ETB for me.
You see, me and Albert spent the previous 2 weeks coming up with designs for the Jumbotron, as well as a custom rug we planned for this room. And just based off the original pictures we had of the shed, we tried to add as much personality into it as possible. But I didn't expect Cole to do this.
You're at a card shop gambling in Pokemon.
Hey, it works. It works.
It's a lot of packs, dude. Look at that. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I just pulled the chase card. 270 on this lovely booster box here. Drawing together, newest set. Yeah, boy. Pulled $924 worth of cards. Just in these 5.
Look, man, I can't lie. When we walked into that shop and I seen you spend $275 on those cards, I was like, what is wrong with this guy? We're in Vegas.
You see why I did that now? You see why I did that now?
Even though he's only 19, he still found a way to gamble. But hey, he's in profit. Hopefully he doesn't become a gambling addict by the time he's 26. Okay, so while Albert works on the Jumbotron, I have to get him some TVs. Or actually, we actually just need a bunch of TVs. Cole's literally gonna have 5 TVs in his room. It's gonna be overkill. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm cleaning up my station to go inside the shed. And one thing I really realized is this is really getting DIY to the point where, well, let's say it's outdated and the tutorials are really old and it's not following the script anymore. I'm gonna have to figure it out by myself.
Alrighty, so this part of the room is finally ready for furniture. The other side isn't. We're still missing some panels and all. We're waiting for that in the mail. But we can't just wait, so I'm just gonna start working on this side of the room and then we'll finish the other side whenever we get the stuff.
Oh yeah.
And if you're wondering where I got this bed from, this is actually a gift from Jubilee Furniture. They hooked me up with my parents' bed 4 years ago, and now they're back with literally all the furniture in this shed. There's no way it holds with just that. Why is that so wiggly?
Don't mess my thing.
Yeah, this Jumbotron is insanely DIY. At this point, I don't even know if you're gonna pull this off, bro. I gave Albert probably the hardest task in this entire renovation. Originally, we were supposed to make it before coming to Oklahoma, but as you know, that didn't happen. And as it was getting late again, we still had a lot of work to do. But with Albert's pure passion for the game, he decided to pull an all-nighter to finish the Jumbotron.
Whatever happens, this is not gonna defeat me. I will build that thing. I need the 4 TVs, I got them. I need the screws, I got them. This thing is up tonight with the design, the decals. They're gonna trip when they're gonna see me work until 8 a.m.
So how was the last night? How's the all-nighter?
I had 4 power naps, like 20-minute naps.
Alrighty, let's see what you did. Yeah, wow. That is... Oh, shoot! There we go!
That's so cool.
Oh my god, everything's turning on at the same time. That's crazy.
When I was a little kid, I have always dreamt of going to WrestleMania and trying my best to get there one day. And I finally get to live my dream of going. I have a lot of belts, and I told myself, I was like, what was the one thing I wanted as a kid? So, this would be going home with someone else after Sunday to live my childhood dream, and hopefully I can make someone else's childhood dream come true.
Cole was on a mission. He first tried going to the WWE convention where there was fans everywhere. And even Cole got a bit starstruck. But then he ran into a kid and his mom who unfortunately weren't gonna be at WrestleMania.
So I saw you walk around with that. So what's stopping you from getting an actual one?
I don't know if I want to spend $700 on a replica title.
It's like this?
Oh, yeah.
Like this one? Well, I got a surprise for you today.
No.
I've been looking for a fan that feels like me when I was a little kid.
Are you serious?
You are the perfect one.
Are you serious, man?
Would you like this?
Yes, I would. Can I give you a hug, man?
Of course. Come give me a hug, man. One of the best experiences I've ever had, and that's just the convention. You never know what you gotta do. Take your chances, man. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Take them.
Which is completely true, because if I hadn't done it years ago, then these videos would have never existed.
And just to have our little touch inside the room, we also put all of our signatures inside the Jumbotron in here. You can see mine in there, Albert's, Gage's. No one's gonna see it, but you know, if it ever gets taken down, someone will see it.
Now, just before we could install it, we ran into another problem.
Wait, stop. Hold it. So, I thought I came prepared by getting an extension pipe, but this is way too long. Like, if we put this in, then the Jumbotron's gonna be, like, at the couch level. It's not gonna work.
I was able to overnight ship the extension that we needed straight to our hotel, but tomorrow was also the last day, and we were nowhere close to being done.
There's, like, no freaking room to work in here.
I was really unsure if we could make the deadline, and also because of Albert's all-nighter, he was now sleeping in the truck outside. It was not looking good for us, but regardless, Cole was coming back home in less than 2 days, so we had to get as much done as we could.
Now that we have the logo installed on the wall, I want to add some Gobi strip lighting behind it, just so we have like a cool underglow effect. There we go! Now there's two reasons why I actually use this strip lighting specific. You can literally cut them like every 4 inches to whatever length you need. And also in this case, I had to use over 16 feet of LED, so I was just able to take a new strip and just connect it together on a single power source, so. I love it. Okay, so Gage is getting tired. I'm starting to feel it. We did get all the foam panels done over there and the WWE logo. I don't know. I kind of feel blocked. This is in the middle. We don't have much space to work with. We're tired. We don't really want to cut all those panels. So I think tomorrow we're just gonna finish it tomorrow. Thank you. So is this the part that we need this whole time? We're just gonna lower it about that much, and then we'll be able to fit it.
Yeah.
This is the last day, and we still have a lot of work to do, but step 1 is to install the Jumbotron.
Okay.
I need help. It's holding by the cable.
I know, I'm sure.
Evan, I need your help.
This is gonna be tough to do.
Up.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's going up.
You went up?
Yep.
We got a Jumbotron! I should be yelling that. Like we properly engineered that.
With the Jumbotron up, we could finally move on to other things. I DIY'd these poles and made it into a 4x4. Put it under Cole's bed, and then we put a bunch of tape over these pool noodles and installed them onto the poles to make the bed look like a wrestling ring.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, Albert. Dude, stress test that like crazy, bro.
Oh, it didn't break?
It didn't break.
It didn't break.
It didn't break. Oh my god. Hey, this is fun though.
Hell yeah, it is.
Okay, so Albert's gonna install these Govi mini panel lights on the ceiling. We're gonna make it look like a music waveform. It's gonna look pretty cool. You could actually do it any design you want, like a Pac-Man, whatever it is. But because the ceiling is so dark, I wanna try to brighten it up by putting LEDs on both sides. I think it'll look really cool.
I put Cole's setup back together, and I had a plan to completely deck it out with Govi lights, including this sick Evangelion collab. But this was also the last night to finish before Cole came back from his trip to Vegas, and we still had a lot of things to do.
We're at WrestleMania. Allegiant Stadium. Yo!
I knew how much this meant for Cole. It's just the one thing I couldn't replicate is the energy roaring through the stadium. 60,000+ people is no joke. But I knew I could make it just as exciting inside the shed if we played with the lighting and installed a bunch of customizable lights, which all plays into the experience of watching WWE.
Cody on his shoulders. Cena with an AA! Middle of the ring for the 17th world title! Yeah! Let's fucking go!
I've had an amazing weekend. The convention, John Cena seeing that in person. His last ever WrestleMania is insane. So we got to go back to Oklahoma and see what the hell he did to my shit.
Yeah, about that.
What time is it?
10:41. Yeah, bro, 10:41.
Oh shit. Okay, Cole is actually deadass coming back in like the next few hours.
Oh, we're not done in a few hours.
I mean, what can I say? There was just no way we could finish on day 7. And at 3 a.m., we just all ended up crashing in the shed. Cole came back shortly after and we told him that we couldn't finish on time and that he had to wait. But you know what they say, better late than never. Yeah, sorry, that's really cringe.
Yo. I used a neon rope light for the desk. We put the Y lights, the Evangelion collab. We can never have enough LEDs.
Never.
Now, on the other side of the room, I noticed that Cole loved having snacks around, so I wanted to make him a little kitchen setup with an air fryer and a water boiler.
And also, since we got more space on this side of the room, I can install this floor lamp with a speaker built in, so.
And the lights even react to the music that you're playing.
Dude. Right? Am I tripping or no?
No, you're not tripping.
It's moving with the music.
Yeah. Yo!
Not bad, not bad.
That's really cool.
It's alright for our first rug.
Yeah.
I finished this literally a day before the trip, by the way.
No, I don't think there's anything else you could have done.
Like, genuinely, I think this is my max that I can do. Like, I'm pouring my heart, my everything into this. Like, I don't even know. Like, I did the same with your shed, too. I just tried to do the most I could at the time. And now it's just bigger and better.
Oh, yeah.
This has been a really hectic week. With only a few things left, I honestly couldn't believe that it was finally over.
If this whole room wasn't crazy enough, I also got this coffee table right here that not only has a wireless charger, it does work, but it also has a mini fridge inside. Have you ever seen that before, bro?
Never in my life. This is amazing.
Like I said earlier, all the furniture we have in the shed was a gift from Jubilee Furniture. And if you use code FRIES, you'll get $50 off any order. And your boy gets a kickback too. So if you need some cool furniture and want to help out on these videos, don't hesitate to check them out.
Dude. Good job, boys.
Good job, team.
Such a great team effort.
We're not done. We're not done. I got one last thing I wanted to do.
By the way, huge shout out to Govi for sponsoring today's video and just hooking us up with all these lights. We literally did this whole room just using Govi.
We use Govi because their lights are super customizable and perfect for matching the energy of this room. Govi has tons of lighting options for any space, and with the app, we can instantly switch from a fiery red scene to a blue chill one, all with just a single tap.
Other than that, I think it's time to show Cole his room.
Alrighty, big boy, Cole. The first thing I want to say is thank you so much for watching the videos and literally supporting the channel. It's literally without, like, I wouldn't be able to do this without you. All I could say is we only had a week to do this. I hope you like it. Are you ready to see your new room?
I'm ready. Where's a blindfold? I know how this goes.
I'm nervous. Cole,
Yes.
I hope you like your new shed. Open your eyes.
What the?
Holy shit! Yo! Dude, holy. It's probably a lot for you to digest. Yo! Yeah, it's a lot. Yo, is that the Uncle Howdy mask? Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit!
Do you like it?
Yeah. Good Jumbotron. I just noticed my bed. What the hell?
In a week?
Yeah, in a week.
Holy dude.
Dude, I'm not by myself. We got our boy Albert, Gage,
Dude.
and everyone helping out with this video.
Hey, man.
This shed has come a long way. And if you want to be next, we actually have a Google Forms link down below in the description. House instead. This is by far the craziest thing I've ever done.
I don't recognize the house anymore.
Wow.
And thanks to you guys watching these videos throughout the years, I've been able to do something huge, not just for me, but for my family.
I don't feel like I'm in my house.
Yeah.
Pinch me.
Listen. Mom.
I remodeled my parents' entire house, so this is my story 5 years in the making. In 2019, my room was a mess, and I needed a change. I wanted what other people had. LEDs, crazy gaming setups, the newest, coolest tech, but I had nothing going on for me. I was 19 years old working minimum wage at my dad's cafe and doing YouTube on the side, and it wasn't doing very good. So I had an idea. I picked up a paintbrush for the first time ever, bought some LEDs, and just tried my best. And because I didn't have the money for the craziest gaming setup, I decided to renovate the whole room to make it feel like a new one. Or so I tried. I was doing something I've never done before, and it was all just to surprise my parents.
Come in. Close. It's clean until how long?
So now, when are you gonna do my room? When are you gonna do my kitchen?
Okay, so clearly that was just a joke. I didn't think much of it too, until I posted the video on YouTube, and it blew the up. The video somehow racked up over 14 million views, AdSense kicked in, and the first thing I did was quit my job to make YouTube videos full time. Whoa! Our video went viral!
Oh, famous? Viral?
Dad, it's
viral.
I didn't have much knowledge or money to do more renovations, but even you guys in the comments were asking me to renovate more of the house. So I told myself I had to at least try.
I don't know how the F we're gonna make this go inside my car, but we'll make it work.
I was down to do whatever it took.
This is ridiculous, bro. Wish me luck, I need it.
This may have started just as a joke for my parents, but this was an opportunity of a lifetime. I was able to surprise my parents with a new office while doing my dream job of being a YouTuber. You guys ready?
Yes, okay.
Yeah. Alexa, turn on the lights.
What?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's nice.
That's my space.
That's better than, wow.
My space. I can work from home now.
Yes.
Did I do a good job?
Yeah, good job again. Last time it was your room.
Just that.
This time is the office, so next is gonna be what?
Well, my sister's room was a mess.
Oh my god.
Being the bigger bro, I wanted to make her something I would have dreamt of having if I was her age. My sister doesn't want to get rid of anything. This is a lot harder than I thought. I learned about accent walls, tried to optimize the interior design. I just wanted to go all out for my family. This is totally unnecessary, honestly. Like at this point, I'm gonna start turning into like Ellen DeGeneres. I'm gonna be giving like TVs left and right. I will say it was so satisfying to take the time to make my sister a custom room, but buying new paint and furniture alone was stretching my budget. I felt like I was just limited to repainting rooms, but I also felt the need to push my own boundaries. So I had a crazy idea. Find a subscriber that needed a room makeover. After posting a tweet, I found a subscriber living in a shed in his grandma's backyard, and I had to help him the best I could. Unfortunately, he lived across the country in Florida. Yeah, it was far. So I drove over 3,000 miles within 3 days.
I still got like 34 hours of this.
Sleeping in my car, about to meet Gage for the first time after only seeing pictures of his room and a quick call.
How you doing?
Oh my god, nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you, dude. How you doing?
Good.
When I met Gage, I saw a guy who was doing the best he could with what he had, but his shed wasn't a very welcoming place.
Oh my god.
Without having an exact plan, that same day we emptied the room and got to work.
Oh my god. Yep, there it goes.
This is gonna be a lot of work.
Oh my god.
I went crazier than I ever did on any previous renovation. I installed floors for the first time ever, bought new furniture, made a DIY custom ceiling, and the craziest part is I didn't even have any tools besides a box cutter knife and a screwdriver. I tried my best to learn something new each time I made a room. I've always been scared of what other people expected from me, so I always try to make every single project crazier than the last. Which is why, even though I was tight on money, I wanted to give my own PC away to make Gage a brand new gaming setup. And it was 100% worth his reaction.
This has been a good week in the making. I know you've been living in that shed for the past like 4 years, and it's been a disaster.
Horrible.
Okay.
Go for it.
Open?
Yeah.
Dude, no way, bro. No way, bro. Subscribe to Frenchy Fries. He's serious about this. The floors, bro. I didn't notice the floors, bro. What? Everywhere I look, there's something to notice.
This is like, there's no way, bro.
There's no way? Well, there is a way.
I know.
I just did it. I want to top this off one day. I don't know how I'm going to top this off. I'm going to figure out a way. I don't know how.
You drove across country for a subscriber,
Yeah.
so you might have to go across the
then-
world now.
need more money for that.
Yeah.
Hello? Kevin?
Yeah.
Pretty much, I just wanted to let you know that Jarvis and I are looking to expand the team, and we're looking for a talented content creator.
So at the end of 2020, I got a job opportunity to go to LA and work with FaZe Jarvis. And I took it. I had to put a pause on the idea of renovating my parents' house and went straight to LA to produce content. I had a full-time job making YouTube videos, being around creators I used to watch. It was the dream.
That's my little peanut buttercup.
I was working the coolest job ever inside Justin Bieber's old mansion and had some of the craziest first-time experiences I never thought I would have. First-time private jet. But after 3 months of working in LA, Jarvis decided to move to Vegas, which meant I could go back home and continue working on my parents' house.
In the air, reach for the stars. Fill up the bag, we want it all.
So I have a surprise for you, okay? So just be sure you're recording, okay? What is it?
You did something in my room, didn't you? The day I got back home, my dad planned to show me something I had no idea about.
Open your eyes.
And it turns out, while I was gone, my dad's boss bought him his dream car.
I don't believe it.
No,
Wait, this is your car.
That's my car. You wanna drive it?
Jonathan bought this. Right?
Yes.
Which meant only one thing.
Okay, so what's your idea?
I was going to start actually renovating my parents' house, starting with a new garage to go with my dad's new car. I designed it with a bunch of lights, new paint, and epoxy floors.
Not bad, eh?
Dude, I want to touch it. It looks just so...
No, don't touch it. It's disgusting, trust me.
It went from being a cluttered space into a showroom for my dad's car. I just wanted it to feel like a reward for all those years of hard work. As you know, Dad, I've always said I would have bought your Camaro.
Yeah.
Like for years, and that didn't happen because, well, you know, Jonathan got it for
Yeah.
you. But if I were to buy your Camaro, this is how I would have presented it to you guys.
Okay. Wow. It looks like a kitchen. Look at that. You put even the lights here. Like you put lots of light. You do the garage door. You put the TV. It's a beautiful garage.
Hey, Mom. So what's next?
My kitchen.
Your kitchen? Well, a kitchen was just way too expensive for me to do. But what I was able to do was their old living room. They had a super old TV from the 90s and everything in the house was outdated, so I had to change that. I started with removing the floors and repainting downstairs. I did bring my parents shopping to choose the new floors and furniture they liked, but this was by far the most money I've ever spent on a video. And if that wasn't enough, I scheduled the renovation to happen when my parents were on vacation.
Okay, Mom and Dad, bye.
Okay, but be sure the house is clean when we come back.
Okay.
At this point, I was fully committed to renovating my parents' whole house, and there's nothing that could stop me now.
This thing's so huge.
Yo, you guys ready to see the living room?
Oh yeah.
So here's just to show you. Here's a picture of your old living room. You know, it looks pretty normal because that's the last time you've seen it.
Yeah.
We were already tired of that.
No, this thing's from the 90s, yo. This is like over 20 years old. Okay, so you ready, guys?
Yes.
Watch your step.
That's what? 85! 85! This is 85 inches!
Oh, wow. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
You love it?
Okay, so about 6 months ago, I actually renovated my parents' living room, and I bought this really expensive couch, and I literally didn't get any news about it for like, the past 6 months. But apparently we're getting it today.
Dad, what do you think?
Beautiful.
I had a chance to meet back up with Gage when I had to travel to Miami for work. And I took the opportunity to find the next subscriber's room to renovate. And we definitely found someone that could have used the help.
His chair. Wow.
Oh no! Out of everyone, like, dude, barely a desk and a chair like that.
Yeah, he's got nothing, man.
But he's in the UK. How far is that?
That's like across the world.
So I flew across the world to try to do just that. When I arrived in the UK, I realized I was too young to rent a car. But luckily, I had my friend Dan to help the best he could.
Last time I drove across the whole US, and now
you're getting me to drive across the whole of the UK.
Yeah, thank you, Dan.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's good? So I heard your room needed to be cleaned.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? Oh, wow.
But you got the chair, if you remember that. My lovely TV.
I don't know if it's as bad as your shed, though.
Oh, no,
What it used to be.
bad as a shed. I believe in you. You did my shed, you could do that room. Anything is possible.
Dude, it's 3 days, though. Come on.
Unfortunately, Dan had to go back to work, which only gave us 3 days to pull this off. This was the shortest amount of time I've ever had to do a room makeover, and it was the most expensive.
I think we've spent over $8,000 on this video so far.
This felt unrealistic, impossible. I was super stressed out, migraines, overworking myself, but we somehow got it all done.
Nah, this is mad. This is actually crazy.
It was so cool that in just under a year, what Gage told me was coming true. Everything in life was going so much better than I could ever imagine.
Oh, thank you so much.
You know? Bro. I don't know how we just did that.
I'm still in disbelief we were able to do that in like 2.5 days. Big ups. Big ups. Solid team.
That's good. Good job. Good job.
But while making that video, I got some news. Jarvis was taking a break from YouTube, which meant I was left without a job for who knows how long. So I told myself I needed to go 100% onto my channel, and if I'm going all in, I should make my own editing studio at home. I realized I needed my own space to work without disturbing my family. So I decided to turn my parents' office into a hidden soundproof room where I could focus. I had the room designed with the help of expert audio engineers, coming up with renders of how the room would look like. Unfortunately, the quotes I was getting from contractors were just way more than I could ever afford. So I decided to just do it myself.
I bought my first saw.
If I wanted to realize my ideas, I had to learn how to build on my own. This wasn't just repainting a room anymore. If I'm gonna continue renovating my parents' house, it's gonna cost a lot more money and a lot more work, which doesn't help when I don't have any building experience and I didn't have a steady job to pay for everything.
Hey Dad, welcome back home.
I come back home from work and he's a mess again.
So out of necessity, I started browsing the internet. And let's be real, no one likes getting pop-up and random ads while you're trying to browse the internet. So that's why I started using Opera. If you don't have it yet, it's a browser that has a built-in VPN and ad blocker. And it's honestly been a lifesaver for me, especially when I'm trying to research for my next project.
Oh my god, you're so tiny in comparison.
Opera has a new in-browser AI that can do everything from summarizing an article just by pressing tab and using the command line to answer any question you have, which is what I used in my later renovations to help me figure out how to build. It also helps with creating content based on ideas, so it can help visualize any crazy ideas you have.
This is probably the most exciting project I've ever tackled. I didn't know I could put electricity and build a wall, and I usually just build IKEA furniture and call it a day.
You could use social media or listen up to 7 different streaming platforms like Apple Music, Spotify, or Tidal, using the sidebar so you don't have to go in between apps or tabs. And if you're like me, the amount of tabs on your browser can be overwhelming, but with Opera's tab islands, you could group them with a simple click. Opera just makes browsing the internet so much better, so make sure to go grab it in the description if you don't have it already.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
This was definitely one of my biggest step-ups in terms of renovations. It was my first time building a room. It wasn't me just adding stuff or buying new furniture. I made the room. You know, like nothing was there before. So yeah, this room will always be one of my favorites.
Very nice.
Oh wow, it's like a studio music here.
But I didn't realize how my parents' expectations were getting high. I was new to building. This was my first experiment, but I knew I had to make my parents' house better than I left it. So instead of continuing the construction, I decided to experiment with some fun ideas. While
While my parents were gone at work, I wrapped every square inch of my parents' house in wrapping paper and got all my friends to help build a living room with instant stuff. Essentially, it's these little white beads, and the moment you put water in it, they expand 100 times. So you bet this was really heavy, wet, and not so great to clean up.
No, but you're gonna see it.
Trying new fun ideas no one's ever attempted to do before, I tried making my sister's gaming setup completely out of chocolate. I made a chocolate mouse, a chocolate keyboard, and even the PC had chocolate cooling. And on top of all that, I then turned my sister's room into a mini version of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Actually, your sister's room, right?
Yeah. But I had to use half of my parents' house to make these YouTube videos, using everything from the garage, kitchen, my sister's room, and even my room.
Et moi, je suis allé sur mon ordinateur, Kevin, merde!
Et pourquoi tu mets des racks?
They're so mad. They're so mad every single day. Every single day, my parents are constantly on my back.
But in the end, the chaos and destruction outweighed the fun. Instead of improving my sister's room, I made it nearly unlivable for over 3 months. Which is the exact opposite of why I started doing all this in the first place.
So Selena, what does your dream room look like?
A blue room.
It was blue already.
I knew I had to make it up to my sister. Her room was completely destroyed, and I realized this was my only chance to give her something completely unique. And I got inspired when I came across this video of a guy building a floating bed.
No magnets or magic here, just a little welding and woodworking.
I just had to learn how to weld.
Good, how about you?
Good.
What's the risk of me starting a fire in my parents' house?
It's there.
And it was not easy.
Oh gosh.
But at some point, I got the hang of it. I never thought that this journey would lead to me welding. It never crossed my mind that I'd have to learn all these new skills, but I was having fun.
Dude, this is amazing. I freaking love it. I love this so much.
And after months of borrowing my sister's room for my crazy videos, I think she was pretty happy to see it back.
Do I open?
Open. Wow! Oh, look at the magic, look!
Seeing her reaction reminded me of what I forgot, why I do this. The satisfaction of giving the people I care about something they could be happy to use every day.
Hey, so what's next?
My kitchen, I've been waiting for.
No, the kitchen you have to wait.
After all the stress I caused renovating our home, I knew I had to do something really special for my parents. So I sent them away on a 5-star staycation while I rebuilt their room from the ground up.
You guys will actually be staying here while I work on your new room.
Wow, look at the pool. Look at the pool right there.
The idea was to make the room feel like an oasis where my parents could relax in. But more importantly, I did it with intent and had fun with it.
My guy's sleeping on the job here.
You need mattresses?
Yeah, I need a mattress.
I can sell you anything.
Whoa. Is that vibrations?
Bro, that's so cool.
See?
Too nice.
And I pulled it off. Their reaction when they saw it for the first time made every hour of work worth it. And that video ended up getting over 10 million views. That hadn't happened since the original, so at that moment I knew what I had to do. Make every room better than the last and have fun while doing it.
How's it? How's your setup like?
You see that?
Your gaming setup right there. What do you mean?
Since I got rid of my parents' office to build my own editing studio, I had to build them a new one. We've always had this awkward space in the hallway upstairs that's always been underused, but I saw it as an opportunity to do something unique.
Oh gosh! I have to clean that up.
What I made is a motorized TV lift. And the idea was to have the monitor reveal itself from inside the desk. Now, a few weeks before this, I had a 3D render done of the final product so that everything would fit, because the monitor I was gonna use was pretty freaking big.
Whoa. Oh my goodness. That's like that close. It's like 1/8 of an inch.
It just looks like a wall there. Oh my god, it's just coming out of nowhere. Oh bro, this is gonna look so good. This project taught me that even small areas can have a huge impact when designed with a purpose.
How did you do that?
That's amazing.
At this point, the last few videos had gone extremely viral. We hit 1 million subscribers, and I was able to save up enough money to get some professional help, which meant that these last renovations were just gonna be a little bit more serious.
That's a lot harder than I thought.
I had the bathroom pretty much completely rebuilt. Everything from marble countertops to state-of-the-art toilet and the world's first smart LED shower.
Oh my God!
I always felt the need to push my creative boundaries. I wanted to see how far I could push the possibilities in construction. Not only making my parents' house feel like a custom luxury home, but also modern and high-tech.
Oh, the bathroom, wow!
I don't know what to do. Oh my God.
I really thought this was the craziest I could go. Maybe even too crazy.
It's a wow, but it's like, for us, it's like, you know, we have to realize.
Is it too much?
It's too much technology.
Hey Siri, turn on the shower.
Whoa! That's why I don't like Siri.
When are you gonna do my kitchen? My kitchen. I've been waiting forever.
As much as it started as a joke, I thought it was about time.
Here goes nothing.
The cabinets were falling apart, the appliances were not working, and the ceiling was actually messed up because of a fire a previous owner had. Before that moment in my life, I never had the opportunity to renovate their kitchen. I knew throughout all these years, it was what my mom wanted the most. So I had to go all out for her. I designed a kitchen with ceiling lights, modern cabinets, a wine cellar, and probably the coolest part of all, light up countertops. Oh my God, LED countertops. That's $13,000, $14,000 for this? Now, obviously, I was hiring professionals to do a lot of this stuff for me, but there's a limit to what I could do. Renovating rooms like a bathroom or kitchen are extremely complicated. And if I tried to do this on my own, I could have seriously messed up the house, because even the professionals did. Why is it leaking like that?
I think it's just drained. I don't even know.
Me and my dad are having a little sleepover here, because we have fans going off for the freaking mold thing.
However, I was still trying the best I could to help, and I was also learning from them.
Oh! I did it! I did it!
This renovation was by far the most extreme, but it was worth it because I think I made one of my mom's dreams come true.
Okay, you guys could open your eyes.
No way.
Lequel?
Yeah.
Lequel? Oh, c'est encore plus beau que je crois.
Is it your dream kitchen?
I don't feel like I'm in my
Mom,
Teach me.
listen. Mom.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you. You win the world champion.
Clearly, my parents' house has had the craziest glow up. In some ways, it now felt like a custom multi-million-dollar house in every aspect, except for one. Looking back to my room, I felt like I needed to prove how far I've grown. I wanted to use everything I learned and more to really test the limits of what I thought was possible.
Putain, it's the worst bedroom in the house. It was nice when you did it, but now it's the worst one. I hope you're going to make again, eh? Beautiful room, eh?
Is it really that bad?
Yeah, it's bad.
My room is cleaned out. We just got a long road ahead of us now. Installing lights where you wouldn't expect, in the floors and in the doors. Building the world's first floating bed with a hidden TV coming out of it. Dude, that is so trippy. And even handcrafting my first epoxy desk. This is like a piece of art. It took 5 months of intense labor, but seeing the transformation at the end reminded me that any dream is achievable if you're willing to keep going.
Oh shit!
It's a different house.
Oh, even the floor! No, what is that?
Yeah, that's...
Holy shit!
I was expecting a TV. There is no TV.
There's
Oh,
no
yeah,
TV?
there's no TV, no.
There's no TV? What if I told you the bed
Holy shit!
It's unbelievable.
Oh, mamma mia!
I've never seen
Holy
it.
shit.
I didn't even know that existed.
Did I make you guys proud?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, big time, big time.
This room was a way for me to prove how much you can improve your life by changing the space you live in. And this is just the beginning. I'm excited to push the boundaries even more, whether that means traveling to do more subscribers rooms, make YouTuber spaces, maybe even tackle on celebrity projects. Whatever comes next, it's you guys who make all this possible. So let's see how far we could take this journey together, I guess. I don't really know what I'm doing. And that pretty much encapsulates 20% of my life. That's crazy. This is probably not your typical house tour because over the last 5 years, I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars making my parents their dream house. But from outside, it's just a completely ordinary home. So welcome to the house tour. I'm gonna show you guys my favorite parts, my biggest regrets, how much every room costs, and at the end, I'm gonna get the house appraised to answer my biggest question. Would my parents sell the house? Mom, Dad, would you sell your house if I told you it was worth $1 million?
No.
By the way, big thanks to KiwiCo for sponsoring today's video. More about them later. So let's start with the entrance. As you can see, you might think I might be a little bit narcissistic with this painting up here, but this is actually just to distract you from what I'm actually hiding behind this painting. Behind it is a secret entrance inside the closet. But I actually have a different entrance to get inside the closet too. If you come around the corner, there's a shoe rack right here. And it may just look like an ordinary shoe rack, but it's another secret door that I can control using my phone. Check this out. Hey Siri, open the closet. It's pretty cool. If you guys are interested in the secret door, you guys can get it from murphydoors.com, and I actually have a coupon code for it, so if you use Frenchy Fries 10, you get 10% off. I know this secret room feels very cramped and small, but this is actually a fake wall. In fact, if you use this remote control, you could actually open this TV, and this is where I hold all my valuable stuff inside. I'm not too sure how I feel about this. It is very cramped and hard to get in, so if you just come in here, you know, as cool as an idea this was originally, it's really unpractical.
I cannot go in. I don't know. To get in is crazy.
I think this is a bit overkill. This is the closet within the closet. For my extra special valuables, I have an even more secure spot to keep it. In fact, it's behind this painting. If I remove it, there is a vault within it. And what's really cool about it is I can open it up with biometrics, which means just with a fingerprint, I can just open it up and, oh, okay.
You got something to tell me, Kevin?
I forgot that was there. Okay, this thing has to go. That's a lot better. I'm gonna have to come back later to that, but let's move on with the house tour. Next, for the garage. As you can see, it currently looks like a little showroom. It has a bunch of lights, and we have my 2015 Focus ST here in tangerine screen. If you're a car guy, you know. This was actually my first car, and I used it for all the renovations over the last 5 years. In fact, I've actually upgraded it with a cargo box on top so I could like plug more stuff. And unfortunately, there's a bunch of scratches and dents on the car because, well, I did use it to lug around lumber. I originally built this for my dad, but I've been using this way more than I ever thought I would. I mean, I have a bunch of tools just like inside all these drawers and all, and I mean, as you can see, we have all this for my next build. And in fact, Albert, should we show them should we tease them with the...
Tease them with the car collection? I mean, we gotta show them.
I don't want this video to feel like I'm trying to like flex or anything. In fact, if you guys know my story, I started from nothing, but this is literally my dream truck, bro. We gotta show them. I've been struggling so much using these cars for the builds, and I think it was about time that, you know, if we're gonna start traveling across the country, I need to get myself a truck. So I got the 2021 Ford Raptor. It's literally my dream truck. This thing's a freaking monster. Like, look how much space is in here, bro. It's massive. We got freaking carbon fiber outlets. We got freaking outlets now. Just take a listen to this exhaust. Come on. Do you hear that? V6 bi-turbo. We got a 360 camera view, charging outlets, storage everywhere. It's literally gonna be the dream truck to use traveling across the country to renovate you guys' rooms. It's just freaking insane to think that a video about cleaning my room would allow me to buy something like this.
Do we get an affiliate link for the truck too?
So, I would imagine if like Ford sponsored our videos one day, that would be freaking insane. But yeah, that's the garage. Okay, so let's continue on to the rest of downstairs. As you can see, this is the living room, and this is, Dad?
Eh?
How do you like the living room?
Nice.
Yeah? This is actually one of the rooms, one of the first big renovations I did. In fact, when I did this living room, we repainted the whole house. I did the floors. It was a pretty big remodel. The only thing that sucks about this couch is it's a white couch and it's like a fabric, so it does get dirty quite often. But what makes this really special is this bad boy right here. This bad boy, whenever we finish these videos, we film hundreds of hours of 4K footage. So this is our 120,000 gigabyte NAS storage unit. And then on this side of the living room, this spot holds a lot of memories. This is kind of where I was sleeping for months on end while I was renovating my room, and we were doing the kitchen. This was like a makeshift kitchen for a while. But when I did renovate the living room, we had our friend Susan. Shout out to Susan Klingberg. She actually made this whole entire, what do you call this, a mural? A mural. But yeah, this was by far one of the first expensive renovations we've done in the house. And yeah, that's the living room. I'm not exactly too sure how it goes, but it's something like this. I don't know. Now for the kitchen. This is the second most expensive renovation in the house, so let me give you a tour. We got this $350 toaster that could literally toast anything you want. A microwave that looks like an oven. A light up countertop. freaking bright as hell. And we don't just have only 1 or 2 or 3, but a 4-bar stool. This is so much bigger than what we used to have. It's absolutely ridiculous. But by far my favorite feature of the kitchen is, well, when my hands are super dirty, I could just use this sink and tap it to turn it on. It's just so practical. I've been trying to get on a diet recently. Actually, this is probably a good segue to the fridge. I feel like most YouTubers don't have anything in their fridge, but in my fridge, I feel like I eat pretty healthy. We got like everything from eggs, we got everything labeled, uncooked meats, fruit, berries, leftovers. We got my teas. This is my favorite tea.
Why are you stressed, Kevin?
This is what keeps me chill. I haven't really shown too much of the backyard over the years, and it's grown a lot. This used to be completely sand and brick walls, and now we have plants, we have so much going on. The only thing I'm not a big fan of is this pool because it takes up so much space, like the backyard is not that wide. I also do have some basil here and some rosemary on the other side of the backyard, and it's so freaking nice to have. I mean, making like pato pistou, just throwing this in the salad and stuff, it's just so good, like freaking tomatoes and basil. And then over here, we got our barbecue. It's really nice, and it kind of sucks we didn't put a tarp on it. We've literally had this thing for 2 years, and because the sun is so freaking hard on in Vegas, you can see all the freaking sun damage we have on it. And then talking about sun damage, this year we actually repainted the outside of the house. It was actually a lot more pale and stuff. I mean, it's been over, I think the house is like built in 2008. It actually looks like brand new, the house.
And the house is 16.
Is it 16 years old? Yeah, so 16 years old.
2 more years and the house could get it.
Plugged. Albert, what do you mean?
Nothing.
Now onto the cooler part of the house, the upstairs. When you first get up here, the first thing you see is this desk with cabinets. This actually used to be a whole entire storage area. It was a complete mess. Now, not only do we have custom cabinets where we can put all of our toiletry and whatnot, and then over here we have their desk where I put one of my first hidden features in the house. I made a motorized, oh, there we go. Motorized monitor. Unfortunately, they just use this laptop that I got them, and they don't bother connecting to this. And quite frankly, looking back at it, it was pretty easy to do. It was just some lumber, motor, and an ultra-wide monitor. The thing that was really expensive about this were these cabinets I got from California Closets. It was like $8,000. It was stupid. And as we go over here to the right, we have the rest of the hallway where you see a library, our charging station for all of our camera equipment. But this isn't just any ordinary library. In fact, this is a door that I also got from Murphy Doors. This is their, I think, one of their cheapest options. And it leads into my editing studio that is completely soundproof. But yeah, this is my editing studio. And like I said, it is completely soundproof. The walls are massive. I literally did double drywall, a bunch of insulation, a bunch of stuff inside the walls. But even this right here, I got the acoustic to send me out all these foam panels. It's literally worth like $10,000 if I went out to buy it myself. But because of that, the sound is super crisp and nice for voiceovers, and it's just a total vibe in here. I've actually never really tested if it's like perfectly soundproof, but I haven't had any complaints from my parents, so I'm assuming it's good. Actually, we should probably test it. You want to go outside in the hallway and like, I'm just gonna keep talking and then just let me know if it's soundproof or not if you hear me. Because if it's not, then I've done something.
I could hear everything he's saying. It's low-key trash, but let's make him think he's soundproof, you know? I could still hear him.
Do you hear anything?
No, I was like baffled on how good your soundproofing is, bro.
Are you being sarcastic right now?
No, it's like dead ass. I couldn't hear a single thing.
Actually, or no?
Yeah, that thing is crazy, bro. It's the craziest soundproofing in the world, bro.
I like it. I'm such a great engineer. This is honestly my dream setup. This is actually one of my 2 setups because I have another one in my room. This one is mainly for making videos and working. I got the Shure microphone for doing voiceovers, these focal speakers, which are literally so freaking good. It's a French company that makes them. As for the monitor, we recently upgraded to this LG Ultra Gear, which is a 4K OLED 240 hertz. It's like freaking insane specs if you're into monitors. As you can see, we're brainstorming ideas for the truck video. I'm trying to find a really cool design. Let me know in the comments what you guys think I should do, but I'm literally using AI Aria on Opera right now. Try to help us brainstorm because I have never tackled a car or truck before, and that's gonna be an interesting one to do. But yeah, this is the editing studio, the soundproof. Now, as we make ourselves into the hallway, I'm gonna show you something I did off camera. When I first made this room, there was a weird indent in this hallway, and I made this charging station. And I'm such a huge fan of getting those creative gears turning, and I support everyone that does that, which is why I partnered up with KiwiCo. For those of you who don't know, KiwiCo sends these awesome crates packed with hands-on projects that are designed to build skills, knowledge, and fun every month with new activities.
There's 5 clubs to choose from, like KiwiCo World, which focuses on geography and culture, KiwiCo Studio, which focuses on art and design, and KiwiCo Labs, which is my personal favorite because almost anyone at any age can learn about engineering, which are the same skills I use for all my awesome builds.
Everything from fitting this door and having it swing correctly, to coming up with a system to hide all the cables for this Mac, and even coming up with a creative way to organize all my camera gear to have everything charged and ready to go. And with KiwiCo, you can build your problem-solving skills month after month, crate after crate, like this delivery robot. And this makes STEM learning way more fun for people of all ages. Like literally my dad, who has no experience in building whatsoever, can have fun with learning.
Boom, look my little robot, and now even he runs. Look, the robot, I built like my son.
So if you got curious minds at home or want a gift that keeps on giving, then make sure to check out KiwiCo. They're hooking you guys up with 50% off your first crate if you use code FrenchieFries or visit kiwico.com/FrenchieFries. But that being said, let's move on to the bedrooms. This is my parents' bedroom. In fact, it's actually the master bedroom, or should I say primary bedroom, because apparently master bedroom's not a thing anymore. As you can see, there's a massive bed. I got this from Jubilee Furniture. It's pretty cool, it's futuristic. There's lots of cabinets. It's super nice. There's a massage chair right here. But I will say, I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of the design for this, just because I can't imagine what it's like to like do your bed. Super not convenient, if that makes sense. And if you guys did see the original video on me making my parents their dream bedroom, you know that there was an LG projector that was here, but there was like a chip shortage and stuff, and LG asked me to return it, so I just replaced it with the TV, which is honestly, the projector was pretty cool. Now, as we go on to the rest of my parents' bedroom, this is their bathroom and closet. And there's 2.5 bathrooms in this house, and I've only renovated 1 bathroom fully. I just kind of repainted the cabinets and put new floors and stuff. And then as for my mom's closet, she's probably gonna hate me for filming in here. Oh, this is my little plushie when I was a baby.
Holy, why do you have Chucky sitting down here? I'm gonna have nightmares, bro.
No, this is my mom's doll when she was a kid. I put these IKEA shelf cabinets in here for storage. I put these custom spotlights here. Oh, and then going back to the other dresser, I got this one from IKEA, and this one I could vouch for. Out of all the dressers I've ever bought, I really like the quality of these ones. But yeah, sorry mom for filming your mess in the closet. That was my parents' room. Now I still have my sister's room and my room to show, but before I do that, I'm gonna show you the bathroom I renovated. This is one of the most expensive rooms in the house I renovated. You got LED mirrors, this Dalmatian marble countertop, modern square sinks, which are honestly horrible. Originally, this was supposed to be like a clean, sleek design, but it doesn't drain properly. As you can see, there's not like a proper hole for anything, so we just kind of open this up, and then you see the drain and it just yells a lot, and it's not the best. We also got this cool glass tile backsplash and a freaking Japanese toilet, which has everything from the bidet system, warm seats, automatic flush. Honestly, that's not my most favorite feature. My most favorite feature is this, the shower. I got LEDs, so I could just choose whatever color, whatever mood I'm in. I could just change that up. And when I walk in, I got this smart shower. It's supposed to work with Siri and Alexa, and I just completely unplugged it because it doesn't work half the time. But what's really cool about this is if I just press this button, it turns on, and within 10 seconds, it just gets up to temperature, and it's perfect. It's such a luxurious feature to have, and it's literally overkill, but it just makes showering so pretty nice. Dad, what do you think about the bathroom?
Which one?
This bathroom.
It's nice.
What's your favorite part about it?
The toilet.
The toilet? Why?
Because look.
You like the bidet? You like to get your butt wet?
See?
That's your favorite part of the bathroom?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry. See that?
Now, before I show you guys my room, which is possibly the craziest thing I've ever done, I'm gonna show you my sister's room. It's pretty cool. I originally repainted it, then I turned it into a chocolate room, and then finally I wanted to turn it into this. But yeah, when it comes to the room, I try to make this feel like pretty cool, you know? Floating bed, cool cool statement piece. 3D panels, I feel like it adds a little bit of depth. I put these barn doors here because before it was just like those basic like sliding drawers that you get in a house. And then I want to make a big desk because my sister loves playing Roblox and video games and stuff. So
you could have said everything like school.
No,
project, but no, you had to say Roblox.
It's Roblox. She spends all of her money on Roblox. That's all it is. Should I be going through all of her other stuff? I gotta be the big bro. I gotta see what she's up to. Okay, that looks clean. Oh
my gosh! What the heck? Oh my gosh, talking about what? How does she have so many?
I did not expect seeing that. I know I'm going through my sister's stuff right now. I shouldn't be doing this, but like, how much money is this? 50, 25, 180, 230, 400, 495? She has 495 plus all these things that could literally be like another 500 bucks.
Bro, she got more Robux than you pay me.
Dude. I'll stop it, bro. Okay, so now for arguably the most expensive and the best part of the house, my room. Me and Albert spent over 2,300 hours over 5 months literally making this room into what it is. And between everything we spent on the materials and our labor, you could arguably say this cost over $100,000 to make. Yeah, we just made everything custom. Like these LEDs on the ceiling, this acoustic wall with LEDs inside, floors with LEDs inside them, and we designed LEDs inside the doors themselves. In fact, in here, this is something I haven't really shown on the videos, but when I first quit my job at my dad's cafe, I bought myself this little Tissot watch. It's a silver watch. It was the same time we hit about 100,000 subscribers. And recently, when we hit 1 million subscribers, I got a bit more into watches and wanted to treat myself to this Omega. This was just kind of celebrate a moment in my life where I was like, oh shoot, you know, we made it on YouTube. As for the rest of the room, we got our milli play button there, our 100K, and then over here we have our desk. This is the setup. This is where I game. What's really cool about this desk is right now it has like this Oreo vibe in it, but with the LEDs, I can make it look like lava. Like I inspired when I saw it on YouTube. And it cost a lot of money. Now over here, we got our shelves right here. This is where I hold all my memorables, all my memorabilia. Like over here, this is my first camera I ever bought. It's a Canon T6i. This is what kind of started like my YouTube thing. And then I got this root beer bottle from a time where I actually got my first viral video. I went on a road trip with my parents to the Grand Canyon and I made a video about making my own fidget spinner. I think I'm addicted. And it was my first video that got 1 million views. So yeah. Everything here kind of just marks a point in my life or a point in my career when I started doing YouTube about 10 years ago. And it's just kind of cool to like look back at it. Originally my room, the bed used to be in the corner. I wanted to put the bed in this direction. The only issue is I couldn't have a TV in front of it. So we designed a bed frame that not only looks like it's floating, but we put a motorized TV lift that opens up with this remote. It's so freaking cool. The only thing that sucks about having this is by closing and opening it, you cannot have anything in the way here. You can just see the TV just trying to like close, so I have to move this out of the way. And if it's not perfectly against here, then yeah, it's like, it's cutting it close. Now, considering I spent so much money on making my parents their dream house, I had to know how much value I actually added to it. So I hired a house appraiser to tell me just that. He went through every single room to get an estimate of what the entire house is worth. And he was also shocked from what he saw.
That I have not even seen in multi-million-dollar homes.
Really? Hello? Oh, hey. How's it going?
All right, you ready for the big reveal?
Yes. So I guess the question is, how much is a house like this worth without any upgrades to begin with?
$430,000.
Okay,
So
that's crazy. That means that my parents' house literally doubled since they bought it.
Oh, yeah, just based
off that.
Yeah. But your house, after all the work you've done on it, here.
2 million.
It's right there. $600,000.
No way.
Yeah.
$600,000?
Is that good or bad?
That's that's way more than I thought. That's literally triple the price my parents bought the house for. They're not gonna believe that. I hope they don't sell the house. Mom, Dad, would you sell your house if I told you it was worth $1 million?
No. Anyway, we don't want to sell the house, so.
Okay, I was just making sure. I actually got the house appraised and it's worth $600,000.
Ah, come in.
Oh. Very surprised. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm very surprised too.
Do you realize how much I spent on your house?
I know you spent probably
No, but the
$150,000.
kitchen and the bathroom.
No,
I
maybe
don't-
more because you spend already 120,000 for the kitchen. So maybe you spend like around $200,000 on the house.
Now that was a pretty good guess, but in reality, I spent over $300,000 on making all these renovations. And if we count for all the production costs, it costs over $500,000 to make these videos. But I was able to do something cool for my parents, and you know, if I didn't spend all the money into each video, then none of this would have even ever happened. So if you guys want to see me, you know, get a house of my own one day, then make sure to subscribe, and yeah.